Welcome to Channel 18 News. I'm Jim Rogers. When a tractor almost hit a vehicle on Spur 71 in Hopkins County, deputies were called. Upon arriving near the scene of the near accident, the deputy found a tractor parked in the middle of the roadway. On the tractor, William Pierce Ch.18, age 44, of Sulphur Springs, was attempting to drive the tractor. The deputy stated that it was obvious Ch.18 was under the influence of something. It was found that Ch.18 was too intoxicated to tell where he got the tractor and to whom it belonged. A search of the tractor found 2 sets of golf clubs, 6 fishing poles, and a tackle box in the tractor well. The items had been stolen in the Peerless area from 2 different locations. The tractor had also been stolen. Ch.18 was arrested, charged with theft of property over $30,000 but under $150,000, burglary of a building, theft of property under $100, over $100 but under $750, and public intoxication. He's in Hopkins County Jail. His bonds total $31,000. After attending the State Farm Bureau Youth Leadership Conference this summer, Cheyenne Mitchell competed in the District 5 Free Enterprise Speech Contest on Tuesday in Mount Pleasant, representing the Hopkins-Rains County Farm Bureau. She took first place and was awarded $1,500 scholarship along with a paid trip to compete at the state level in San Antonio this December. Shane is a senior at North Hopkins High School, the daughter of Warren and Stephanie Mitchell. She's active in FFA and a member of the basketball team and the volleyball team. Stew tickets are officially on sale. Tickets to the 47th Annual Hopkins County Stew Contest, Saturday, October 22nd, are on sale at all local banks and at the Chamber of Commerce. Tickets are $5 for all-you-can-eat stew. Tickets will also be available for purchase the day of the event, beginning that morning at the 4 designated ticket tents. Stew cooks continue their preparation for the event.
"15 minutes to showtime and you got a full house." That tells me these people are excited.
They are ready to do the stew.
Do the stew.
Absolutely.
And what is the purpose of tonight?
Tonight is the cook meeting, and it's to go over all the rules and regulations in regards to cooking stew outside and what we need to do for health concerns. And so also just overall rules about where to park, getting your parking permit, where places you can't park, things you can do, things you cannot. So we go over all of that tonight. They also get their goodie bags, which are fantastic this year. And they also get their check to help reimburse for groceries.
So I guess it's too late to enter.
That would probably cause me some stress.
And we don't want to do that.
We do have a few sites available. I think we have about 10 left. So if somebody absolutely was just passionate about doing it, then absolutely we'd still take them.
So how many do you have signed up so far?
We have almost 160.
Okay, what's in your goodie bag?
They are fantastic. There are wooden spatulas, there are aprons, there are chef's hats embroidered by the chamber. That's so exciting. Tammy's on Main did those for us. We have shopping lists, pins, magnets, koozies, cups, like you name it. And CMB did mitts for us. The actual, what do you call those? Hot mitts, oven mitts. So they're full of all kinds of good things.
All right, you ready to get this show on the road?
I am. Let's do it. Let's do the stew.
Wow.
Welcome to the cook meeting. Who is excited to do the stew? stew contest, and that is amazing in and of itself, and we are right at 160 teams. Okay, does everyone have your rules and regulations? Does anybody need one? Pretty good. Let me start by introducing myself. I'm a new face for you, and my name is Leslie Brown. And I took over for Meredith as the president and CEO of the chamber. And so for fun, I decided that my first event should be the stew. It'll be a nice, easy, small one to do. One of your cooks on your cooking team must live in Hopkins County. Your sponsors paid $175, and you tonight in your goodie bags will have a $125 check to help pay for your groceries. If for some reason your check is not in there, please let us know. And if something is missing from your goodie bag that you're expecting, why? And also let me tell you that J&J Meat Market called us to say that if you want to get meat there, they will cut it up into stew meat for you. Cooking teams are allowed one vehicle on the campsite until 6:30 a.m. And this is a very important thing. At 6:30, all vehicles have to be off the premises. It just starts getting crazy after that. And so you may set up any time that you want to. Some people start Friday, which is absolutely fine. As long as you're out of there by 6:30 a.m. the next morning, on Saturday morning, your vehicle has to be out of there. Okay, another issue we've been having is the small parking lot on Leach Street. And I'm talking about the little circular parking lot. That's going to be 20 to 30 minute parking. So you can pull in there, go ahead and get all of your stuff out, and you need to be out of there in less than 30 minutes. You've got to cook at least 10 gallons of stew. Finished stew needs to be 10 gallons. Your stew needs to be turned in at 10:45 a.m. So you also have a map right here. We have changed the location where you're going to turn in your stew. I circled it pretty largely. There is a square right next to the pavilion. There's nothing else around it. It will have a tent over it, and that is where you will bring your stew at 10:45 in the morning. When you bring in your stew, you are going to have a second quart in your goodie bags. That is going to be for the drive-thru. Go ahead and fill that quart with your judge's quart. Bring them both when you turn in your stew for judging. You can only serve ticketed customers. Tickets are $5 a piece, but family and friends do not get to eat free. Cooking teams who violate this rule will be disqualified from judging. You will have 2 bowls in your goodie bags that you can have. You can only use styrofoam quarts, bowls, and plates. And those come with a $5 ticket. Okay, and this is important. I kind of hate to say this, but this is just the way it is. For health reasons, let's talk about cleaning the pots. You can't use chemicals that are not food safe. So, for example, diesel or like abrasive chemicals, you can't use those to clean your pots. But on the other hand, please clean your pot. You can't come with a dirty pot either. Don't use bad things to clean your pot. You come with a clean pot. Each cooking team is responsible for and required to furnish a sign. It's an 18 by 24. One Stop Sign Shop does a lot of those for us. They're super affordable. And if you want to call them and just tell them that it's an 18 by 24, it's just a standard size. You cannot sell anything from your spot, your stew site, except for stew. Like, you can only give out stew. You can't sell anything else. All of the vendors will be handled through the process. Then, okay, so the outlines of prizes are there. They're the same as they were last year. Another very important thing, we need to make sure, the chamber, that if you are cooking, you have a form filled out with your address. That's the only way that we can contact you for next year. We take that list and we mail out cook letters again next July or August. So if you are not on that list and we don't have your address and information, there's no way for us to do that. We also need your second cook, if possible. We also don't have a lot of second cooks. Okay, also we've had another little issue. If you
taking the $125 and using it, we appreciate that. A lot of people just say, we are not going to use that check, we just want to donate it back to the chamber. So we're thankful for that, but if you are going to do that, please let us know. For bookkeeping reasons, that kind of becomes a nightmare. So let me kind of explain how we're laid out tonight. It is time to go ahead and get our goodie bags. And so, sites 1 through 100 are on my left-hand side, so your right-hand side. They go all the way out. Then we have 101 all the way through MZ on this side. Let me also tell you that t-shirts are for sale at the very front. Also that we are taking hoodie orders. They're $25. We will not have hoodies for sale at the stew contest. They're just too expensive to order ahead of time. So if you would like a hoodie, just sign up there tonight. Tell me what other questions that you have. Okay, so the numbers are on there.
I say you Saturday.
That'll cut down a lot of the water.
What, sir?
23 A and B. Did you want your space on, Judge? Okay. Make sure your check is in there. Your check. Here's your check. There you go.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. What did you say? Yes. Or maybe just yes and no.
If you want it, Judge, are you hearing that?
No, we're not judging the side on it. $1.45, right? I done got it. I done got it. James already got it. James has already got it. I done got it.
Well, hello. Seem to have a few left over.
Got a few left over. Kind of happens every year.
Make sure your checking cups are there. Okay?
So that go as you expected?
It did. It did. I think it went great.
Hopkins County Fall Festival is just days away. And to tell us about one of the new events, Kids Zone, is Leonetta Pryor. She is a Fall Festival board member.
I've taken on the Kids Zone this year, and it's going to be lots of games and prizes, and you're going to be able to win candy and treats and little prizes.
Okay, so Kids Zone, and it'll be in a particular place there on the grounds?
It'll be over by the gazebo area. It'll be under a tent, most of the rides, and there'll be tickets for each event.
Okay, so parents can bring the kids on what days?
Friday and Saturday.
And that's the 21st
and 22nd
of
from
October.
9 to 5.
Okay, 9 to 5. Each of those days, Kids Zone will be open, and you'll have various events. And what are some more of them?
Some of the events that are going to be ticket items, so 5 tickets for $1, will be the bounce house. We're going to have face painting, hairspray, duck pond, balloon dart ball, bounce house, pencil pull, and more smaller fun games.
Pencil pull, what is that?
That's actually where you pull the pencil out of the hay, and if it's marked on the end, that you get that pencil and a prize.
Okay. And let's see. Now, we won't say what ages these are for. It'll just be, children that it appeals to will gravitate towards the events they like. Everybody loves the bounce houses.
Definitely.
And I think everybody has to get their face painted.
Yes, ma'am.
What about the hairspray?
Well, that's just kind of the colored spray that you spray in their hair, and, different designs. So some of the middle-aged kids like that the most.
Okay. So this is Kids Zone we're talking about. Let's get to the real action part of it. What are those events?
Well, we will also have a barrel ride, and someone will be riding the kids around just a certain area that we will have picked out for the barrel to be safely driving them around.
So like a barrel train?
Yes.
Okay.
And then we will have a couple of cash events like mechanical bull and real pony rides.
Real ponies?
Real ponies.
Oh, and they go in the little circle there on the pony ride. How wonderful. A great part of Fall Festival this year. So when you say cash price, these are not in the $5 for $1 tickets.
Exactly.
So they have a separate price.
Yes.
Okay. And the mechanical bull is like maybe some we've seen at rodeos and stuff?
Yes. And, you can... they've set up and they have someone that will actually be running that event.
Okay. And I think they have low speed and medium speed. Okay.
They'll probably do it age appropriately if you choose to get on it and try.
Well, this sounds like a lot of fun at Kids Zone, and that will be the Friday and Saturday of the big weekend of Fall Festival, a little bit later this month. So as a board member, how did you help to choose events for Kids Zone or bring events?
Well, this is my first time actually helping with the Fall Festival, but this is an event type thing that I've done in the past previous employment, and so it's kind of something that just rolls off for me, so I'm pretty excited to see it happening again.
Okay, so you had some contacts and people to call on.
Yes.
Well, it's going to work real well for us at Fall Festival this year. Everybody bringing their talents and interests to our county fair, and I don't think we say that often enough, that Fall Festival is our county fair.
Yes.
Because surrounding towns, they have theirs, and sometimes on our very same weekends, so it's hard to get around to all.
Yes.
Tell me what other things that you personally like about our county fair Fall Festival. What have you been involved in?
Well, I've been involved. I mean, I've done the stews. I've had items entered in the exhibits. I've entered photos, just various things. I mean, this is such a family-oriented town that you can be a part of just about anything.
So have you done the stew cooking?
I don't do the stew cooking. I do the decorating.
Okay.
But I've been a part of it a couple times.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's a great thing. What about your kids? I know you've got one in college.
Yes.
And one still in high school here in Sulphur Springs.
Yes.
Do you think they've kind of hold some fond memories of Fall Festival?
Oh, yes. We were looking at some photos of some fall parades that we've done, and they, of course, had to be on the float and throwing candy. So, yes, ever since they were little kids, they've been a part of it.
That's wonderful. Well, so our Fall Festival Board meets, what, weekly?
As of right now, we're meeting weekly, just making sure that everything is ready for Fall Fest. But after that, it'll be monthly.
Okay. So are we ready, set, go for this Saturday?
We are ready, set, go for the parade.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, Leonetta Pryor, for coming in and taking time to tell us about Kids Zone, and we'll help to spread that word.
All right. Thank you so much. See you there.
Thank you, too.
Here's Don Julian with sports.
The Lady Cats volleyball team defeated Greenville 3-0 on the road Tuesday night. The win gives the Lady Cats a record of 28-9, which ties the school record for victories in a season set last year. The score Tuesday night against Greenville was 25-23, 25-12, and 25-12. I talked about the match with Lady Cats volleyball coach Justin Manis.
The ladies, they showed up and they took care of business. The first set was a little tight, and then we settled in, and it was pretty much our game from then.
That happens sometime. You kind of get the best of them the first time. And
you can kind of see them breaking down. We were able to get the ball to Mika. Mika was hot last night and was putting the ball away. We just had a lot of energy last night, and I think the girls knew that, the stakes, we need to take care of our end as far as district goes, and that really helped us as far as being solidified in second place. And, of course, they also knew that it was to tie the school record and win, so they definitely wanted to do that.
A lot of them were on the team last year.
They were.
Actually set that, so they were glad to.
Yeah, they're bettering themselves.
Yeah. It's good to see Mika back and
playing
well.
Yeah. She's trying to get confidence on that ankle, and you could really see her after the match last night. She really felt good about how she played, and we definitely need to have her as we move closer to the playoffs.
Yeah. How was the rest of the team with the digs and the setup?
Digs, I mean, it was just rolling for us. We served the ball really well and kept Greenville, kept them off the net, and they gave us a lot of free balls, and we were able to execute. Everybody produced in the front row hitting wise. I mean, it was definitely a team effort last night.
Is the key to the serve, the main thing is just really clearing the net.
Yeah, that's the first thing a coach is going to teach. Hey, just get it over. But if you got some confidence and you're able to pinpoint some people on the other side and maybe get them out of their offense, especially if a team has a strong middle, if you can make them pass the ball off the net where the setter can't set them, you take the middle out of the game. So that's stuff that we talk about and we did last night. And then if it's an outside hitter that's really good, we serve them short so they don't have time to approach and hit the ball. So there's small things that we teach, but the serve is a big deal.
Yeah.
First thing is being aggressive and just getting it over.
I think of Monty Taylor, and seems like she just kind of pops it over the net, but it's more to that.
Yeah, she's gotten comfortable serving short, and it was effective last night. It really got Greenville out of their game. They weren't able to get the passes to set her, and just you can tell it just frustrated them.
Okay. Now what's your approach on the bye? What are you going to do?
Today we're going to just get a little rest today and then come back tomorrow and hit it pretty hard and take advantage of the time we have off and kind of recoup mentally and be ready to finish the rest of district going into playoffs. And we really need to start looking at possible opponents. Right now it's looking like it may be Forney, and we've already met them twice. And for me, it's hard to beat any team 3 times. You have to show up and play. And so we're going to start looking at us getting some scouting stuff on Forney and start breaking them down a little bit and start preparing ourselves.
You'll have Pine Tree next Tuesday at home.
Yes.
And so they were really tough last time. They'll be a handful.
Yeah, they're going to be a handful, and they have some confidence. They pushed us 5, so they're going to come in with that belief that they can win. And so we need to take advantage of playing at home and really take advantage of how we've been playing. Last time we played them, we didn't have Mika, so we'll have Mika back. They haven't seen her this year, and so we need to take advantage of just having the environment here at Sulphur Springs.
The Lady Cats will have a bye on Friday, and they will play next at home against Pine Tree next Tuesday night. The Lady Cats are now 7-2 in district play, and they are in second place. The Wildcats team tennis squad had their road match at Pine Tree rained out Tuesday afternoon. That match has been rescheduled for next Tuesday in Pine Tree at 3:30 p.m. I talked with Wildcats tennis coach Tony Martinez.
We got there and we waited, and it rained on us past Gilmer getting there to Longview. And then we sat there and we got it on the courts and we started to play the matches, and then the bottom fell out of the sky and all the rain came down, and it was about an inch of water on the court, so we kind of knew it was going to probably be a wash. We waited for another 30 minutes or so. It was still coming down, so we went ahead and called it around 4:15.
Yeah. Both teams kind of interested in playing. For some of these kids, this may be the last time that they're on the tennis court for their high school.
Well, it is the last time, like, for team competition. That's the thing. We're all one team. In the spring, it's individuals, and so, they're not together at different sites, and some are playing singles only and some are playing doubles only. But here, everybody, every point counts for the team competition, and the camaraderie. Everybody was being together means a lot. And then there's some seniors who choose not to play during the springtime too. They're really focusing on graduating.
Yeah.
So you may lose 2 or 3 kids, so this is their last time to be all together.
For a team that with no postseason to look forward to, I think you've been kind of impressed with your squad and their work ethic.
Yes, we were knocked out last week with Greenville, but we came back with our practices. We had a great practice Monday, working with everybody individually, trying to get, still working on volleys and doubles and all types of strategies, but the kids worked hard on it. It wasn't, hey, why are we doing this? Everything was, focused on a daily basis after school, and kids were there. Every kid, nobody had any excuses. I have to work today, or I have to be at school, or something like this. Everybody was taking the time out to, put that time and effort in to play this match that we, planned for yesterday.
We match up pretty good with Pine Tree, you would think?
We should. Hopefully, I think we have a little bit of the edge on him. Well, and I know we have the edge. As of yesterday, he still had 5 girls. And so with that, we've got 2 matches already when we start. We have the girls 3 doubles and the girls 6 singles. So we're ahead there at that point. And the same way on the boys division too. So he's kind of short on numbers there. So we that's giving us the edge there when we start next Tuesday.
Players like to play more than practice, so this will give them one more chance to get out there and kind of mix it up.
Right. Hopefully, we'll finish the season on a good note and to kick off and get started for the spring season too.
Both teams are playing for pride as neither qualified for the area playoffs. The Wildcats are 1-4 in district play, which includes a match against Mount Pleasant that turned into a loss due to the Wildcats' use of an ineligible player. The Wildcats are 3-5 for the season.
Thanks for watching Channel 18 News. Have a great evening.